Rachel literally just called me, so I don't know what happened. And so I tried to just hang up on the call.
Curling now enters the Sports Weekend spotlight.
You've literally got your hands full. How are you doing on the home front?
Things are pretty good. We're pretty fortunate that we have a ton of help. My mom's been here for the last month or so, and we had Rachel's parents come in previous months and stuff like that while she was training, getting ready for everything. So really fortunate that we have all the help, but just kind of taking it in stride day by day, and things have been going well.
Yeah. Tell us about that beautiful baby girl.
So this is Bowen. She's just turned 10 months, and she's a little firecracker. She actually started to take her first steps kind of right around when Rachel left. So that's kind of unfortunate, but we've been able to send her lots of videos and stuff like that. So yeah, no, she's healthy and full of energy. So
she's already curled in her first Scotties too. So
yeah, she's got a runner up, so she'll be looking to change that. But she does have a Grand Slam under belt, so well, not quite, but she was there, I guess. She got to sit in the cup.
I see she was more in the Scotties, and she also has Rachel's eyes. I noticed that.
Yeah. Actually, Riot had the same eyes too, and his are going a little bit green, but hopefully hers stay blue.
Yeah. We saw Riot rocking out. You posted that video. You guys look like you're having some fun, having a house party.
Yeah, he's a whole different animal, really. He's 2.5 now, and he's into all kinds of things. He loves being outside, and unfortunate a little bit that he's been maybe not being able to interact with kids as much as normal kids do, just because of the pandemic and stuff. But he is going to day home, and it's actually pretty cute. The other day they had a jersey day for the Olympics, and they had a little opening ceremony. So I sent him to school in one of Mom's jerseys. It was a little big, but
bet he was the only kid doing that, eh? The other kids would be coming in with T-shirts and things like that. He struts in with a Team Canada Rachel Homan shirt. Pretty cool.
Looked like the signal dropped out there for a second. We'll reconnect with Shawn in a second, but that
would be hard. Having been a mom. Well, I guess I'm a mom. It's like being a mom is like being an Olympian. You're it for life, right? But competing when the kids were young and missing anything, it broke your heart. It was just like, I should be there right now. I think the kids get a lot of inspiration, because if they see their mother doing it, they kind of go, okay, anything's doable if she did it. But it's also traveling on the road and missing those moments is especially hard. And as my husband would always say to me, he would say, you stop parenting from afar. Stop, I've got this handled. And finally had to go, oh, Scott, yeah, I guess you do. Hey, Shawn's back on. Shawn,
sorry,
when are we going to break
Rachel literally just called me, so I don't know what happened. And so I tried to just hang up on the call, but I guess I got kicked off the show too. So sorry about that.
No.
Did you talk to her?
No,
he's with us now.
Yeah, I told her that I was doing this, so she'll understand.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. How nerve-wracking is it for you watching?
You know what? Honestly, after going into the first game, I was a basket case, and I think it's just like anything. It's like I come from a hockey background, so it's like get your first shift out of the way, and then everything will be good. So I think that's kind of what it was after that first game, and I felt like they played okay in the first game, but I knew they'd be better, and I feel like they've kind of just built from there. So I know they were playing a real tough opponent that had played already on that ice. So I kind of figured, I was optimistic, but at the same time, I wasn't too worried about the loss.
Shawn, I know you're seeing it. A lot of talk about Rachel and Johnny and the way they talk, and Rachel with that tone. John, stop sweeping. Tell us about watching these two and just the way they communicate and the friendship they have.
Yeah, you know what? I actually got quite a few messages on that after the stop sweeping. But honestly, for me, it's like I think a lot of times people have like a kind of a cookie cutter picture of what a team should look like in the team dynamic, and I think that good teams are made of all different shapes and sizes, right? So that's what's worked for them. They've known each other a long time, and I can guarantee you they both respect each other's abilities. And of course, they respect each other as friends too, but they respect each other's ability a lot. So, I mean, and the thing is too, is you watch something like that happen, and instantly after that shot was over, it was parked, right? It was like on to the next shot. So, yeah, I think it's funny, and I think they've done that for a long time, so that doesn't worry me at all.
Well said. How hard is it for you not being there?
Yeah, it's difficult. You know what? I think it would be more difficult if all the games weren't on TV. You know, sometimes at a Scotties, there's only showing one draw, right? So, but for this event, I know all their games will be streamed or on TV, and so it's difficult not being there. I know I have a job to do here though, and I got my hands full keeping me busy. But like I said, it's just nice to be able to watch all the games.
Yeah. Oh, what a nice shot this is. And we don't just have it covered for you here at the Olympics. I think there's a total of 33 cameras covering their every move, you know, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, to be honest with you, like even at the last Olympics, we didn't get to see them barely at all. Right. So it was a phenomenal experience, but it's just as fun here. And like I say, I'm happy to take care of the kids while she's, chasing her dreams. So.
Last quick question before we let you go, Shawn, because you probably want to talk to Rachel. How much are you actually able to communicate with her? And have you guys ironed out a bit of a routine where you get to touch base?
Yeah, you know what? I kind of leave that up to her. I know, when you get to something like this, you have to be a little bit selfish, right? You have to kind of take care of what you need to. So I kind of leave that up to her. When she wants to talk, I'm here, and she knows that. And I do my best to send pictures and video. I know it's not enough for her. She wants pictures and video all the time, but it's tough, right, to get the kids to even take a good picture. So, it's been pretty good though. Like in the morning or at night or after a game, we get to chat for a few minutes. But for the most part, I just kind of let her prepare as much as she needs to.
Wow, you sound like a perfect husband. That's great. Because that's so important. But I think your hockey background probably makes you know you have to be a little bit selfish, as you said. When are we going to break it to Devin, Shawn?
I think he might already know, but I mean,
he's not on Twitter. He'd never know. Devin. Shawn and I are now mixed doubles team. Okay, and he's throwing first and last.
Well, Perdita and I are a team, so I look forward to that competition.
You drop me like a hot potato. I mean, that's how fast that's how fast he moves.
Well, you can't drop a multiple national champion and not expect her to get an offer sheet the next hour. So
exactly. I was already hunting. Listen, so what are you expecting today? As a hockey player, you must have superstitions when you're watching.
You know what? I don't. I never really believed in that. I think deep down maybe I do, but you know what? Since I met Rachel and her dad I think we became superstitious together. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna go sit over here. So maybe a little bit, but no, it's a big day for them. Obviously, they're playing two really good teams. I think it's a big swing day for them. So I expect two really good matches, and I think if they just kind of keep doing what they're doing and controlling what they can control, I think they'll be in good shape. The one thing I've noticed I feel Rachel's pretty locked in right now, very locked in, but I think that they're really even keel. Like the ups aren't too up and the downs aren't too down. So I think that's a really good sign.
Wow. You'd also be a great coach. Okay. So that's fabulous.
Awesome.
All right. Listen, keep those kids fed and watered. That's what I used to say to my husband. Did you?
That's the easy part. That's the easy part.